Hey Jess, how you doing?
I'm good. How are
I'm
you?
great. Thanks. Good to see you again.
Awesome. It's good to see you too, as always.
Yeah.
So let's dive right in. So tell me about this amazing album, Not Holding Back.
So we're so excited about Not Holding Back. It's our 11th record. Um, and on this record, we have Travis Green, Kiera Shear, Rich Talbot Jr., and Naomi Rain from Maverick City Music. And it's really our expression of worship. And what we wanted to do is just record the church experience, record a worship experience, and make it available for people to take home with them. So you can be in your home, you can be in your car, wherever you are, and really feel like you're in the church building. I know we miss being able to be in church, but we brought it to you on this record, Not Holding Back.
Yes, I love it. I listened to it all morning and I was really, just impressed with how you were able to bring that live sound and that feeling of being live in worship and things of that nature. So, what inspired the title of your album?
Well, Not Holding Back is the title track. That's the song that I wrote with Maverick City Music. And it's talking about not holding back our worship, not holding back our praise. But now that theme also transcends into 2021, where we're not holding back anything. We're not holding back our effort, our energy. We're going all in. We're not going to be restricted. We're not going to be fearful. We're not going to be insecure about what God has called us and who we are in Him. We're just gonna go all in. So I
Right.
hope everyone agrees with the theme. Like, let's go all in this year. 2020 was hard on us, but let's go all for it in 2021.
That's so powerful. And it's so good that you were able to, execute this project even during the pandemic. Did you find that a bit complicated or challenging to produce this album during the pandemic?
It was a little challenging, but by the same token, what it did give us the opportunity to do is take our time. We started
Hmm.
recording in May. And we would, record a few songs, work on them a little bit. We had the time, and I think that's why I love the record so much, because we were able to give every song the energy and the intention that it deserved. Sometimes we recorded live projects in the past. We would record the whole project and just kind of like produce the whole thing. This time we actually were able to work on each song individually. So while it was a little bit more difficult, I'm excited about how it came out.
That's awesome. I love that. And I love what you said about you being able to take your time. I think that the pandemic definitely gave us a lot of time to really put in to what God has put in us. So I want to hear a little bit about the devotional. Tell me about the devotional that you have coming out as well.
So Not Holding Back, it initially started as just a devotional. Now it's a full book.
Okay.
And it's talking about, like I said, going all in, going all for it. We took put down about 10 to 12 steps, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna cut it off at 10 or what. But
Uh-huh.
things that we have to do in order to go all in. I think one thing that's important for me is to make measurable goals. I think so many of us put this pie in the sky and say, this is what we're not holding back. Well, what does that mean? So we wanted to talk about some of the things we can do to not hold back, like embracing partnership, like
Mm.
killing comparison. These are things that we can do, that we can measure. Say, okay, did I compare myself to anybody else today? Did I compare myself to anybody else's dream? I think it's important to have those measurable goals so you can actually look at yourself at the end of 2021 and say, did I do better than I did in 2020? So that's what Not Holding Back is about, the book.
I love that. I love that. It's practical, but it's
Yes.
encouraging. That is so good. So, what would you say is what you are really hoping that people gain from the album and from your book?
From the album, I really want people to find themselves truly in worship again. You know, when,
Amen.
when you're watching people's live streams, sometimes you take a piece here, you take a piece there. You listen to Jake's for a minute, you listen to Stephen Furtick for a minute, but you're not really engaged anywhere. I wanted to
Yeah.
give everyone the opportunity to truly be engaged in worship, and I'm hoping that's what this project does. Now with the book, I'm hoping that, like I said, at the end of 2021, you'll be able to look at what you did, look at your steps, look at every move you made, be intentional about it, and see, are you any further than you were in 2020? That's what I really want people to be able to do from the book.
Wow, that's powerful. Well, my last question for you is about, balancing the hats that you are wearing as an artist, as an author, as a husband and as a pastor. Tell me about what that looks like, and just any words of encouragement that you can give to those who are watching who may feel like they're juggling a lot and they're trying to, make the standard in everything that they do.
So the balance is not easy. I'm going to be very clear about that. One thing you have to do is try to separate as much as you can. My family life is my family life. I set time for it. Just as much as I set meetings, I set time for my family. You have to be just as intentional as you are about your business as you are with your personal life. So I am with that. When it comes to ministry, it's been it's difficult to measure ministry in this season because it's hard to measure impact because you don't know who you're reaching. You see numbers, you see views, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're reaching those people. So for us, we just continue to ask God for the grace to do what we do. And if he's the focus, then you can always expect him to get the glory out of what you do. But you have to remember your why. Because if you know your why, then the how doesn't matter. You'll figure out how to do it if you know why you're doing it. And I know why we're pastoring. I know why we're together. I know why we work. And because of those things, the how gets done because we know how to put the right people in the right things in place to get the why done.
That's good. Any last words of encouragement that you'd like to share with anyone watching, those who are watching right now, dealing with the pandemic and so many other challenging situations? What would you like to say to them?
I want to say, like I've been saying it, increase your expectation.
Yeah.
I know 2020 has beat our faith up a little bit, and we've kind of resolved and surrendered to the statistics. We've surrendered to the loss. We've surrendered to grief, and we've allowed those things to affect our faith. But I want to convince and help encourage somebody to increase your faith, believe again, trust God again. And I know what has happened will make you want to not believe, but the fact that you're still here shows that God is still able to turn it around. So you have to believe and trust God again. Increase your expectation.
I love it. Thank you so much, JJ.
Jessica, it's always good to see you.
I love you. Yes, you too. Tell Trina I love her, and thank you
Sure will.
again.
Thank you.